Welcome back. I think you people are not seeing me so good. Welcome back is your Lady Benny vlog. So thank you everyone. Thank you my oldies for coming on board. Thank you. I really appreciate you. My nudies, thank you for coming on board. I so much appreciate you. I pray that God will supply you all your needs. And if you have not turned your icon, please make sure you do so that anytime I posted a video, you will get notified. I think everyone is seeing me. So I'm with Hubby. A lot of people don't know my hobby, so I just want to do a question and answer. A lot of people were asking me, literally, uh, he's not a online type. He don't normally come, but I just asked him to come and let's just do something so that people will know who we are. And if you have not followed me, share, subscribe, and like so that anytime I come abroad, you will get the notification. So today, a lot of people send me some question and answer to know about marriage, because if you see in diaspora, a lot of people are having misunderstanding. A lot of people are having divorce in diaspora. I don't know why it's too much on diaspora. I don't know because we are here or things are not working fine. So we're gonna ask a lot of questions and answer it. But I receive a DM from people. They ask me a lot of questions. That's why I say Hobby will come so that Hobby will answer the question and also we will know him better. So let's go. I think everyone is seeing me. So let's go. So we have a lot of questions. So before we go, we would like to introduce him. He's not a online type. He's not a social media type. So we would like to introduce him and ask him a lot of questions so that he will really answer us. So we just want to know your name. So
Uh, Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody, depending on your location. My name is Dick Basimang.
okay, thank you so much. So another question, we are going to check what people, before we go along and ask how we met, we are going to answer the question people damn me in my DM. There is a lot of question, so but I will try and be reading it small so that everybody will get along with me and understand it in different scenario. So the first one is somebody damn me and asked me that why is it in marriage a lot of hobbies, they don't want their wife to look after their phone. It causes a lot of disrespect. It causes a lot of disagreement in a home. What can you say about it?
Um, Marriage is a sort of understanding. If you understand your wife, then your wife understands you. There is no need to hide. Then if your wife wants to check your phone, your wife can say, darling, I need your phone for one or two things. Without any bias mind, you give her your phone. Unless if you have any skeleton on the cupboard.
Yeah.
But there is nothing I see for your wife to check your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I see nothing in it.
Okay.
If you know your heart is pure.
Yeah. Yes, but he is saying here, if you have a hobby that always hide phone, can you start suspecting him or you go along and forget not to play or not to check after my hobby phone? So because it's causing a lot of this argument and a lot of problem in our home. But can I just forget it or I should ask him why is he hiding his phone?
Yeah, to maintain the marriage, for your husband to be hiding his phone, it means there is something he don't want you to see.
Yeah.
Then at that juncture, you allow the marrow to roll for
Yes.
success.
Yes.
You forget about it, move on with your life.
Mm-hmm. So that means if you have a hobby that always hide phone, you don't need to come and be
Yeah.
having a loggerhead.
Or
Play.
asking him, why did you hide your phone? Or why you don't want me to see what,
Yes.
to look into your phone?
Yes.
Just leave him, play along so that the love will move on.
Yes. So you can see a lot of women, they are so inquisitive to know what is in your phone. Why are you hiding your phone? I want to know. You don't need all those things. Because if somebody that is pure, he will not hide the phone. So if he's hiding the phone, one or two things are involved, leave him. Just forget about it and move on. Always pray. Maybe God can change him. So you don't need to come and be doing anything that is contrary. Arguments, disrespectful, and everything. So it's not good. So the second question is, what if, the second question says, what if you have a hobby that always keep late? He have a friends that drink. He have a friends that always come late. What will you do? And you have already tell your hobby that you don't like it, and he continue doing it. What will you do?
Yeah, the whole thing starts from the beginning.
Yeah.
If you have a husband that always keep late before you were married,
Yeah.
then when you are at home, then he try to keep late. You ask yourself, what is it that this man is still keeping late? Then you try to make him happy, try to make him understand. Because sometimes if you see a man keeping late, it's because of the wife. Because of the way the wife behave, the character of the wife. When he's at home, he won't feel comfortable. Then he will always like to stay at the outside. So as soon as he come home, he will eat and sleep without any fear of favor or things like that.
Yeah.
But if you are a wife,
Okay.
then you make sure that your husband stay at home, and you discuss matter of silientum in love. Then the man don't even have any right to stay outside so late, because he will be thinking about his wife.
Yeah.
So that is just a thing.
Yeah. So the scenario on this thing is just, it depends on the foundation. When somebody started, maybe when the man married you, he always keep at late. He just his character, and at the long run, you started complaining. So I believe that when things are not good, at that point in time, you have to explain. You have to say your mind. You have to say, this is how we want this marriage to look like. You understand? Because sometimes when a man keeping late, it depends on the attitude of the woman or of the wife. Because some wife, they always nag so much, and men don't like nagging wife. So when they are telling you they don't like it and the thing persists and consistency, you are always doing it, he would like to maybe stay in with his friends. So sometimes the first thing is the foundation. If your husband say, I don't like this, you just have to amend, because marriage is just a different parallel, some people coming together to live as one. So there will be a lot of differences, there will be a lot of loggerhead. So if this one say this one, you people come together to amend it, so that will help you to carry it together. So the next question is, he said, what if you marry a hobby? What if you marry a hobby that always keeps secret? He don't carry you along. When he want to make decision, he do it separate. Whenever he want to do something, he don't carry you along. And you always complain about it, and still he persists, he don't carry you along. What will you do?
In the first instance, as soon as you people are married, then you people are one, have become one. So if your husband is trying to keep a secret,
Yeah.
as soon as you people married, remember, you people are two parallels before you got married. Then, as soon as you got married, the line will be going, this side will be going, then at the end, it will join.
Yeah.
That is why where God said, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So if your husband is keeping secret initially, then you get him married. Then it will take a little while for him to amend his way.
Yeah.
So at that juncture, the only thing you have to know is that you people started newly, or you people have been doing. So the best thing for you is to put everything in prayer. Nothing violence can solve.
Yeah.
Nothing. If you use violence on your husband, you are chasing him away.
Yeah.
So the only thing is that you have to be praying to make sure that two of you are together. Then all those things you see him doing, he will stop it within a twinkle of an eye.
Okay. Yes. So I can say this is the perfect answer, because this is a different parallel line, a different people coming together. So you have to just take everything. Before you know it, everyone will adjust. Rome did not build in a day. Am I right?
Yeah.
So things that occur in differences, you have to know the thing that this one like or this one hates. Before you know it, you people will come together and adjust. That is marriage. So another thing people are asking us is, why is it people in diaspora are always having a problem? They have a lot of single women. They have a lot of people that divorce. Why is this so much in diaspora? So they want to know, because we are here, we are in diaspora, we are believing for almost, let's just say, we have been married for 20-something years, and now we are still living. What is the thing that bonds us together? Why are people going apart? What is the problem?
Yeah, I like that question, because here is Deutschland. In Deutschland, the power belongs to women. So at that juncture, if you get married and you bring your wife here in Deutschland, first, you have to let your wife know that even though when we were in Africa, you used to pay for your house, you train your children.
Yeah.
So if you are here in Deutschland, you apply the same measure.
Yeah.
Forget about the kindergarten, kinder and car, all this kind of kinder. When you start asking your wife about kindergarten, then that will bring problem.
Where the problem comes.
That is where the problem comes. And the women, especially if you married a wrong wife, because that is another problem there.
Yeah.
If you married,
the person that
yes,
is not yours.
if you married somebody that is not your wife,
Yeah.
there are sort of people that are money conscious.
Yeah, that's
So if they are here, then social used to pay them. Then eventually you start work. Then they are not giving them that money they used to give them. The only thing they will have to go, they go to social. And if they go there, they will tell them, rouse the man, rouse the man.
Yeah, it's
Then,
happens to me.
They will say, rouse the man. If you are not feeling comfortable, just rouse the man.
That's right.
Then if you agree on what they said, then you come to the house. You tell your man, go away because of kindergarten.
Yeah.
At the end, you find it difficult because one person did not train the child.
Yeah.
That is why in this wide world, if you see children being trained with single mother, you will see the difference.
There is a lot of difference.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
then you see somebody trained by the father, you see different.
That's
but you
right.
see children trained, both the father and the mother, you see a lot of different. So you don't need to let the kindergarten or money, heart or this kind of stuff to demarcate you from your husband.
But let me just put something. There is the people that the husband always leave money, but still there is problem.
Yeah, the reason why that one comes is a sort of bad influence.
Okay.
It's bad influence. Like if you are 10 years, you have a friend of 50 years.
Okay.
What he will be teaching you, you will be 50 years while you are 10 years. So the more before you know it, it will bring divorce.
Divorce, yeah.
And you tell you, why this man is talking to you like that? Why this man is doing like that? The way he treated you, I don't like it. The way he go out with his friends, I don't want it. Why are you doing all those things? And this man is spending money in Africa. This man is spending money in so and so places. Then you will hold what that man is saying in order not to, but at that juncture, it will cause a lot of problem. It will cause a divorce because you don't understand the man again. And now, when the man said one, you will say three because of what you heard from outside.
Yeah.
But if you are a woman, you want to marry, you don't have to. If you have problem in your house, just don't allow the third party to know it, to hear it.
The main thing.
Just tell your husband, please, what you did to me, I don't like it.
Yes.
And not that time your husband was annoyed. You had just allowed him for a couple of times.
Okay.
He will be down, he will cool down.
Yeah.
When you are on the bed, you say, Daddy, or darling, whichever name you call him, you say, please, that thing you did, I don't like it. And the man will understand.
Yeah.
So that's it.
The main thing in this marriage in diaspora is understanding.
Yeah.
Because when you understand each other,
not only in diaspora, in the wide world. Yeah. The marriage is understanding. If you understand your husband, you will live 1 million years.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand your husband, it will be a problem in between. So that is it. The problem, the husband will understand his wife, the wife will understand the husband. That is just the thing. Like if you see our mothers, you see your father will drink and fall inside the gutter. But your mother will go there and pick and bring him up and take him home without thinking of divorce or something like that.
Okay.
So we have to endure. We have to endure so many things to make the marriage work.
Yeah.
So men have to endure, women have to endure.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the answer. Another question is, somebody asked us, is it in Europe we met or we met in our Africa? So where do we met? That is a question. That is a nice question.
Yeah, like me, I met my wife in my hometown.
Yeah.
I'm from Abreba, the small London. So that is where I met my wife. The time I traveled home my first time, so I said I'm due to get married. Because while I was in the school, I said, no matter what, I have to marry from my place.
Sorry, what I understood in marriage is, before somebody the marriage will stand, is you have make up your mind. You say you are due. That means you have make up your mind. That you want to marry. So anything you see in that marriage, you adjust.
In my village, if you tell your father, Daddy, I want to marry, your father will ask you, are you up to marriage?
That is it.
When he asks you that, it's not money he's talking about. He's talking about women, because when they call them women, they are weak. When they call you woman, they are woe. Anytime, because if you say woman now that is first pregnant, you will see something by her side. You say, darling, come and give me this, come and give me that. Can you be able to endure those things? Then when you say yeah, then you can cope up in everything. So I met my wife in my village. Then we got married.
Okay. So thank you so much. So that you have heard about it. So we did not meet here. We met in Africa. And the thing is
not in Africa, in my village.
In our village.
Abreba, yes.
So the thing is that keeping us together, he said he always made up his mind that he wants to get married. Yes. So a lot of men, they have not made up their mind. They are just doing because people are asking, now when are you going to marry them? Okay, let me just these people have disturbed me a lot. It's not from your own mind, making up your mind. Because when you make it up your mind, you know that these people or the person you are going to meet is not an angel. So there will be differences. There will be a problem. So it's only for you to understand when that time comes, what will I do? It's just only for you to have that patience and adjust. That is the key to marriage.
No, if you want an angel, you go to heaven.
Yes, if you need an angel, you go to heaven.
The only thing there is understanding.
Yes. So whenever you make up your mind and say, yes, I have made up my mind. So you have to bear in that back of your mind that things like this will come. So when things like this come, what will I do? It's just only the patience and understanding is the key to carry people along. So another question.
Yeah, just to chip in something. That is why if you are getting married, they will tell you this marriage is for better, for worse. Because marriage is not a bed of roses. Even this world is full of ups and downs. That is just how marriage is. So when things are not in order, you have to adjust yourself. When things get good, you have to adjust yourself. So it's the same.
So another question is this. Somebody asks us, are we intending to go back to Nigeria fully, or are we literally have to train up our child in diaspora?
Yeah, because for now, my intention was to be at home now, as long as I'm concerned. The only thing that is holding me here now is the security.
Okay.
If
A lot of people.
if the security is okay, because it's very easy for you to make 1 million naira in Nigeria
Yes.
in a month than here. You work here, you spend the money on bills, things like that.
Somebody,
Then to save 1 million, to save money in a month up to 1 million naira is not possible.
is not absolutely.
But in Africa, you can do it. There are one or two things you can do.
Somebody was asking me, say, when the husband in this morning they are discussing about something, the husband now say, if this election they are doing, they have security and light. So you don't pack in bag, go.
Yeah.
Say you don't pack in bag, go. Say he's not staying here anymore. So the main thing is, when we have a good leader, when we have security and have lights, my dear, what are we doing here? All our children would like to train them there. So that's the most important thing. So the main thing is, let us pray that we will get a good leader so that things will work for good. So another question we are going to ask now is, someone asked us a question, say, what if you always tell your hubby everything? You always tell your hubby everything. And when your hubby is doing, is not telling you. And you complain the first time, he started telling you, he's not telling you, something is going on. So you supposed to be hiding your own secret, or you have to, okay, let me just be telling her half of it, not all. What will I do?
Yeah, like I'm sorry that everything is hobby. But it's very hard. You see a woman that will tell the husband the whole secret. It's very, very hard.
It's equally in the women.
It's very, very hard, because things are equal to the same thing, are equal to one another. Because the women, they have their secret, which even if you live with them for 20 years, you cannot get all the secret of a woman.
Oh my God.
The wife you are living in the house with. For the secret, for you to know all, it will take you more than a decade. So, but the only thing is that there are those things that are important that you know that your wife can do and your wife cannot do. The only other ones, you leave it. Yeah. Forget about it, so that you cannot bring problem in between. So if you are telling your wife, your husband, your hobby, your secret, which you feel that is secret, and your hobby is not telling you the whole secret, how do you know that it's not telling you the whole secret? Because you said the whole secret.
Yes.
Then your hobby tell you, those things your hobby tell you might be his own secret,
yeah.
the whole.
Yeah.
So, but if you are having in mind that he's not telling you the whole, that's where your problem comes.
Yeah.
So that's it.
I can really say it, because we are human beings. You cannot say your own secret. There is one that you are keeping, you did not say.
Yeah.
Like women, all their money, they will not even say it all.
Yeah.
They can tell you, only 100 I have, 100 euro I have. Well, they still have 500.
That is same one from Eve, not only from you.
They still have 500. Keeping somewhere without you not knowing. So you cannot say your hobby is not telling you the secret. The one he told you, you just take it like that.
Yeah.
Because you are not telling everything. Because even though you say, I'm just plain, I don't hide anything, there is something. Maybe the money that you want to use and help your sisters, your siblings, you don't tell your hobby.
Yeah.
You can go at the back and give some. You understand? But this is what you are saying, that you are telling him all the secrets.
Yeah.
So when you have someone like that, don't hesitate to know everything all. Just take it like that. You assume that one is all. Just assume.
Yeah, when you come to secrecy, women are number one.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, you cannot say you're telling, because most of them, when your husband finally notice, you say, oh, I'm just trying to so that one day I will tell you, see, it will be a sort of
A surprise.
a sort of surprise.
Surprise. They use
Because
surprise.
you say that word, surprise.
Yes,
to tell
yes.
lies is even better in English than to say it in your local language.
That's right. That's
When
right.
your husband find out that, honey, you not tell me this, you say, no, I just want to surprise you with that. So that's it. Do you understand? So my sister, when you feel that your husband is not telling you all, no, accept what he told you. Then I forget the rest.
So another thing is that what encouragement can you tell if your siblings want to marry a single mother, maybe they have 3 or 2? Can you encourage your siblings to your brothers to go ahead, or can you say no, this one that have a baby, he will not make it?
Yeah, but there is a word that said love is blind. For one to see girls, people that have never married, then he decided to marry somebody that has 3 kids. Maybe that's where the love is.
That is it.
Because there are things that the married or unmarried ones cannot do, but that one can do.
That's right.
So as soon as it is directly from God, not from Coco or things like that, then if they prayed and they are convinced.
They are convinced. The most important thing is convinced.
Yes, they are convinced that they will live together. Yeah, and he will take those children as his own children.
That's right.
Then even with those children, he will get his. Then everything will move on fine.
Yeah,
So that's it.
Yeah, I can agree with you, because it doesn't matter if you have 1 or 2. That's why some people are saying single mother. Single mother does not mean that when you are single that you will not find a husband. Sometimes it's situation that cause it. So if man or men want to marry them, go ahead. It doesn't stop you anything. If you yourself, you love the person, number 1, and number 2, you have the conviction that this is my own, you go ahead. Don't say because this one have 1 or 2, 3. What if is in your shoe it happened to you? Because it can happen to anybody. It does not mean that you have kids, does not mean that you are the bad person so far.
Yeah, but the point there was like if you have 3 kids or 2 kids or a kid, you were married, then you left your husband to go and marry another one. The same thing that make you leave that one will make you to...
No, the person that have not married.
So, yeah, if you have not married, eventually you got pregnant.
Yes.
From somewhere.
Yes.
But for one to be pregnant, the first one, the second one, the third one without marriage, you have to, the person needs deliverance.
Yes.
The person needs deliverance because he's not doing it with his or her own eyes. Because if one has to get children, you have to marry.
Yeah, so, I can say that anytime you want to marry, you have to go to deliverance.
Yeah,
before,
you have to be delivered.
Yes.
Because if there's no deliverance, it will not work.
It will not work.
Because that thing that make you allowed yourself to be pregnant, the first one, the second one, the third one,
yes.
Then somebody comes to marry you without deliverance, it means you can be in that person's house and that person will pregnant you.
Yes.
So that's it.
So deliverance is the key.
Yeah, you must have to undergo deliverance.
Yes, deliverance is the key.
You have to, with your husband, the one you want to marry, you have to look the face of God to see if this thing will work, if this thing is going to be a nice suggestion, if it's going to be a nice idea, if we can live together. Then before you know it, God will open up himself and let you, because he said, ask. And he will answer. He said, knock, and the door will be open. So if you ask, he will let you know. So
the deliverance is the key. Even though you have not married, this is my little advice. Even though you have not married, you want to marry in future, let you 2 couples go to deliverance, or 2 fiancé, anything you call you both. You go to deliverance so that the thing will clip. Because deliverance is the key. Some women, if you don't deliver them, they will not stay in marriage.
Yeah, even men.
Men too.
So
it's vice versa. It's vice versa. So deliverance is the key. It will really help you a lot. Because some men, some women, a lot of things are involved. A lot of things. So whenever you want to make a choice or you want to go in, as a married couple, please undergo deliverance. It will help you a lot.
It's very necessary. If you want to marry, you be a matured person. When you are matured, maturity is not in age, but maturity is on your body, on yourself. When you look at yourself, you know, yes, if I'm getting married, I'm equal to the task.
Yes.
No matter what comes out of it, we have to settle our differences inside our own house. We will not let the third party to know. So likewise the women, because if you were bad friends corrupt the good manner. If you are married, you have to exempt yourself from bad friends. You have to know that you have a new family, you have a new house. You comport yourself to your family. So you are a helper to your husband. So you try to help your husband, because when your husband is weak, you will be strong. And when your husband is strong, you will be weak.
That's right.
That is how it goes. Yeah. So two of you cannot be weak at the same time.
That's right.
Or two of you cannot be strong at the same time. So you have to understand that marriage is not something, it's not a bed of roses. It is full of ups and downs. No matter the way it comes, you have to follow it. But when the weather is shaking, don't follow the weather and shake. Just stand firmly. At the end of the tunnel, the light will come. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for this advice and this topic. I really appreciate you all. And the topic really enhanced my spirit because a lot of people are suffering, a lot of people are going through this problem, but they don't know how to say it all. So thank you for people that damn me and send me this question. I really appreciate you. So if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you are still waiting for. Make sure you turn up your bell notification so that anytime we come on board, we'll have a part B. Maybe that part B, will ask you a lot of things concerning men.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here. Then I will ask a lot of things concerning women.
So that we will carry you people along. So turn up your icon so that anytime we come on board, you will get notified. So I love you. Peace out.
Thank you. Thank you.